Join us as we adventure through Alaska's interior, campfires, rivers, and rugged landscape. Each stop is a part of our story. Stay with us and experience the adventure. We appreciate you joining us. Alright, we're on our way to 6 Mile Chino Hot Springs gas station, and we're gonna get some ice and some food, and then we're on our way to the river.
Kind lady and a place to take a few best I can.
Got the window all scrubbed up and clean now. Alright, stopped in and I got a pub burger and a beef stick and a Red Bull, and now we're on our way.
But the luck happens after you bust your ass and you put yourself in that lucky situation. Luck doesn't happen. You put yourself in that situation where luck might happen.
Hard conversations, and you're living a life you hate because you're too afraid to have them.
Hard times create hard men. Hard men create soft times. Soft times create soft men. Soft men create hard times. We are now around soft men in hard times.
Brains are keeping us in this box. Outside that box, on the other edge of suffering, which is on the other side of that 40%, is a world that's endless of opportunity. But we are afraid to go outside that box because in that box is comfortable. Outside that box, man, God gives you a story. And it's a true quote to life. I saw it going through train, I saw it everywhere I went. Doesn't matter where you come from, the sewer, or wherever you think you're from, nothing should be able to hurt you. If you believe that, it starts to become true.
Why would you not go for it? Why would you not take a chance? At one point in time, you got...
Yeah, alright, we're here to get some ice here at Pleasant Valley gas station. We are off to get our canoe, and then we'll be back on the road again.
You have to make the choices and decisions.
Alright, we got the canoe in the back of the truck. We're just gonna strap it down and then we'll be on our way. Alright, so the plan is we're gonna drop one car off at our destination, and then we're gonna load all the gear up into the bed of my friend's truck, and we're going to drive up the road a few miles to another river pull-off, and then we'll hop in, and then we'll find a spot on the river out there.
We're all writing a book. What's your book look like?
I've had those days when life doesn't get any less difficult just because you're tired.
Alright, so our goal is to find a spot close to the river. That way when we get back to the destination from floating down, it's easier to load everything into the vehicle to get back to the truck. Okay, this is where we're gonna park, right here. Leave the car. River should be right over there. And then when we get done floating, we can load everything up into the car and head on back down to the truck. Alright, we found our spot that we're gonna dock at after our float. We'll probably just try to dock right over in that corner over there so we can get all of our gear unloaded and bring it over to the car that's gonna be parked right up there. Alright, we're off and on our way to the next stop point. Alright, we're at about 31 mile, probably 30.5. We thought we could get in over here, except there's kind of a cliff, so we're just gonna try to find something a little bit further up the river. All right, yeah, we're at 31.5. Our pull off is right here, and we're gonna get the boat in the water. There's our river access right there. All right, well, I meant to get the push off on camera, except we lost the GoPro, but we got the GoPro out of all of our gear, and now we're just gonna be floating and trying to find a spot.
Hitting rapids already?
Yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of tree sweepers on this side of the river over here. We're definitely gonna have to be careful. In the water,
yeah,
kind of slow us down. Oh wait, we gotta hang left here.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
We got a nice little corner going on here, tight corner.
All right, you see that clear spot right there? That's what I'm going for.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
We're good. We're good.
Yeah. Woo! Touch that.
Oh my god, that was sketchy.
We got more sketch coming up. Man, I wish we could set this camera up and got that.
All right, we just made it out of that portion of the river where there's a bunch of sweepers and down trees and tight corners and
full-blown rapid.
Yeah, it was pretty rapid back there. Honestly, it was pretty sketchy, but now we're on a little bit calmer section of the river, and we're just gonna be on our merry way here. Yeah, it was so rapidy back there that we literally had to have hands on deck because it was so like fast flowing. We should probably get on hands on deck here. It's probably gonna do now. All right, we're back on the calm side of the river here. Oh, this one's not nearly as bad as the other one. We got another pretty big one coming up here. Oh, it hangs to the left pretty far up here. Oh.
That doesn't look like a bad spot.
I don't. Want to whip around?
Yeah, it's maybe if we can make it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Well, we missed our spot, but we'll find another cool spot. It looks like it opens up pretty nice over here.
Look at the roots on that tree.
I know, that's huge.
Look at it coming off of there, though.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, we're gonna hang it pretty far to the right just because the current's so strong and we don't want to get sucked under those trees. So that could be pretty bad for us. So we're coming down this river right here and we're trying to dodge this, and when I looked over here on the bank we found a little tackle box with some flies in there.
We might try to come in right here.
Yeah, let's give it a go. Alright.
So we just stopped along the side of the river here. We walked out. We got some gnarly bear tracks.
Holy crap. Look at this.
Yeah. Look at how big they are back here.
Oh,
Look at that.
That's a pretty big one.
Pretty big bear.
Yeah. Alright, we decided that this was a little too muddy, and we see a pretty cool spot with a really neat opening on that bank up there. So we'll see if we can't just hike up it or something, or get some stuff up there. Alright, well the spot back there was a little steeper than we initially thought, so we had to keep going. But we think there's going to be a pretty cool spot right up here. Alright, well we decided that right there and over there and there are not the spots. We're going to keep on looking. Alright, well we have a choice to pick here, left or right, and left looks, you know, like it goes by pretty nicely, but right looks like it might be a little more entertaining, so I think that's the path we're going to go. Well, we found a spot, but it looks like there might already be somebody over here. Interesting. Alright, well we're caught up in a little bit of a predicament here. The river clearly goes this way, and on the map it shows that this river meets up with this river pretty far down that way. I think we're going to take this route and see if we can't find a cool spot, because it looks pretty cool. So alright, we made our decision.
We're gonna enter backwards here.
We're gonna enter the stream here. So wish us luck.
Oh no, my oar. Oh, dude, that's it right there. Straight ahead.
So our shortcut led us back to the Chena River over here, and when we shot out, we thought if we just paddled fast enough we could kind of go straight across. But what happened was, as we started to come out, and the front of the boat just got pushed this way, and we started paddling and we're trying to come this way, and we're coming, and we barely missed this tree by like 2 inches probably, and then we land. So we made it, but now we're getting switched into our bushcrafty gear, because we're gonna go back here and we're gonna try to build a little fort. Oh yeah, surprise, we didn't bring a tent. We're actually gonna be building a shelter. All right, so we're looking at 2 trees over here, and now we're gonna head this way. This looks like a pretty good spot, but we're gonna see what we can find over here. All right, so we found this one solo tree in this open area, and I think that's gonna be our building point over here in this back little corner area. Okay, for now we're gonna get most of our gear kind of brought over to our spot, and then we'll be moving the boat and kind of hiding it over there. All right, well, we forgot the gun over by the boat, and we hear a little something that sounds kind of a little bigger than just a grouse. Big and alive. So we just dropped our gear next to the tree, and we're gonna head back and grab the rest of the gear. All right, well, we're thinking after we get the fire going, the shelter put up, and maybe a little bit of food in our system, we think we want to walk this beach, because it actually goes pretty far around over there, and maybe just walk it and see if we can find anything cool, you know, like missing tackle boxes or something. All right, well, I'm gonna be out here delimbing all these trees for our shelter tonight, and Reese is gonna go get some more dead wood for our fire. That way we can try to get rid of some of these bugs that are around us, because these thermocells and the picks, they're working, but you know, fire would be a little better. He's on his way back with some dry wood. All right, so what we decided is we're gonna kind of grab all of our stuff and go in that direction, a little closer to the river. That way we kind of have a little bit of a backdrop, like a sound, like, you know, the ambience of the river as we go to bed and the crackling of the fire pit. But that just means we have to get all of our stuff and bring it over there. So that's what we're gonna be doing. This is the spot where we're gonna put up our fort, a little bit closer to the river. Okay, got most of all the wood. Reese is getting that dry firewood, and then we'll get our camp going and set up. So we have 2 trees on the bottom, and we have all the limbs because we're going to use this kind of as a roof. That way we don't get wet if it rains, which we might get a sprinkle. It doesn't look horrible, but we're just pulling all this over to our spot. That was pretty refreshing. All right, well, I'm gonna clean up this tree and that tree and clear some of this other debris here, and we're gonna get our shelter put up. All right, well, the rain's coming down, so we pulled out the tarp just to get all of our gear underneath. This is where we're at with the shelter. It's coming together, but not in time for the rain. All right, well, our shelter's coming up pretty nicely. We're just kind of trimming everything. We're gonna put a little roof across the top, finish up that back wall, and then we're gonna make some food and get ready for a good night's rest. Okay, more progress on the shelter. Probably close to halfway. All right, well, we're gonna take a little bit of a break here and get our brats on, and then we're also gonna eat some salami, original salami with pepper jack cheese and some Triscuits, and we got some kettle cooked chips. All right, we pulled the Dutch oven out. That was what's done to me.
Yep.
All right, we got our cot set up and our sleeping bags all pulled out and our pillows ready. Now we're kind of just gonna clean up everything and sit around and hang out and get ready for bed. That's alright. We're just hanging around the fire. Got everything ready for bed tonight. Gonna clean up the rest of that mess right before we go to bed, but I'm just gonna relax for a little bit and enjoy this Alaska summer day. Alright, well, we're getting in our sleeping gear, and man, it's probably 59 degrees out, 60 degrees, and it is hot. That fire's got us cooking. So if we get cold in the middle of the night, we'll just start a little fire and we'll be all right. If it rains tonight, half of me will be dry and a quarter of him.
About my face.
Yeah,
huh?
about his face will be dry. So hopefully our insulation here works and hopefully it doesn't fall on us. So I got my thermosol going and we got a couple of mosquito picks kind of burning. I don't know if you can see it, but right under the shelter there's no bugs at all. Right above the shelter there's probably 1,000. It's hard to see them on camera here. All right, it's about time to get up. All right, I am off to go get some firewood. Okay, good news, our boat is still there. And I see a lot of driftwood and dead wood for firewood. So let's get this done quickly so we can get some breakfast going. Yeah, from the beach, the shelter looks pretty hidden. It's kind of cool. And here's a shot a little bit further away. Alright, well, on my way back to my shelter. And we got some more firewood. Don't need much more because all we really need it for is cooking, not warming up, so. Yeah. Alright, so we had some breakfast burritos. We used the top of the skillet right there, tossed it on the fire and warmed up our burritos. Forgot to get it on camera, but all nice and warm now and delicious. Alright, we're just getting all of our gear packed up, hanging out by the fire, and then we're gonna load everything up in the boat and float down to our spot that we're gonna unload, and then we'll have to drive back up to the truck. All right, well, I got my pack all packed up. Got my drone, my lunchbox, and my gloves. We're gonna come back and do the rest of the cleaning, but I'm just bringing my stuff over to the boat now. Reese is doing the dishes, and then we'll be pretty much ready to get out of here after we get his stuff. All right, well, we're getting the boat loaded up and the rest of the gear from camp, and we'll be on the river. Entering from over here, you don't even see the shelter. It's so cool. All right, well, before we leave, I want to do a sound comparison with my 22, my suppressed 22. We're gonna have some subsonic rounds, which is what's currently loaded in here, and then we're just gonna give her some good old regular long rifle rounds, non-subsonic, and we'll see the difference in sound from here to that bank over there.
Oh.
All right, well, we got the subsonics in there. Reese is going to be the tester. So practically all you hear is the chamber sliding.
You can hear the...
You don't even really hear anything else besides the bullet hitting the ground over there with subsonics. That's about all you hear. You hear that little slide. So now we're gonna be shooting just some regular old 22 long rifle rounds. Yeah, much louder. Actually sounds like a suppressed gun.
Hear the ricochet?
Yeah. Right in the water over there.
Yep.
Yeah, so with the regular rounds, it sounds like a suppressed gun. With the subsonic rounds, it sounds like a BB gun. Not even. I'd say it's probably quieter than a BB gun. I know it's quieter than my brake rifle that I have. I have an air gun with the brake rifle, and that thing's way louder.
Yeah.
All right, so Reese has just got here. What is this, Reese?
It's a Ruger Super Wrangler.
All right, and now we'll see the difference. Oh my gosh, only one, bro.
Yeah, that's all I want.
Oh my gosh, ears are ringing.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're just gonna do a little walk around camp here, make sure we're not forgetting anything. One last go around. Fire's out and camp is clear. We're gonna leave it up because we plan on coming back next weekend or one of these weekends. I don't know about next weekend, but we'll be back out here to improve. We have some ideas we'd like to make happen on this shelter that we think would be kind of cool. All right, well, right before we go, we're gonna get a little bit of drone footage of the river and maybe of the shelter where we're at, just so we can put that up there, because that'd be kind of cool. And then we'll get into our boat attire and we'll be on our way. All right, well, Reese is gonna be flying this DJI here, the Avata 2, one of my favorite drones to fly. And hopefully he doesn't crash my drone. That'd kind of suck. So you pop these up and then hold this button down on the bottom here. There's a power button. Same thing with the remote. Give it to you. All right, these are pretty cool because you have up and down, forward and backwards, camera view. This does some other cool stuff, take off. And then Reese here is going to be the flyer. You ready? Oh, you're adjusting your eye vision. Gonna adjust it to where you can actually see. All right, well, we're ready to go, except we hear a boat in the distance, so we want to wait for that boat to pass before we get in and start heading down, just because we're in a canoe. But we got the footage with the Vada too, and the suppressed stuff, so we're gonna be wrapping up now. Alright, well, we are on the river and we are on our way. Yeah, alright, well, we're gonna get into the current, that way we can get some momentum here. Alright, we're in pretty much the center of the river here. Just gonna float and let the current do its thing.
Looks like a good spot in there too.
Oh yeah, right there. That would have been a pretty good spot too.
We probably got eaten alive in there.
While we were on the river yesterday, one of the rods lines got broken from a tree from one of those brutal sections, so now I'm gonna rig up a line and that way I can get a pull in the water on the way back as well. All right, we got one pull in and we got one ready to go, so we're gonna get some fishing in. Oh, camera. Oh, we are. We'll be alright.
Oh dude, I thought these were little rod holders.
That would have been cool. Alright, let me get this in here. Bringing it in. I'll just make sure we're not going to steer right into it. Alright, yeah, we're good. Let's not try to get too much of a pace here, that way we can do some fishing. Down through. That looks like a cool pull-off spot right there. Somehow you can get to it. Oh, look at that floater. Wonder if the camera
We're gonna hit it and sit down.
Yeah, we might nick it. Oh, we'll miss it. Barely. Paddle. Oh, shoot.
No, let's just let it.
Alright, let's just go.
We'll just do a 360.
Yeah. Alright, you want to push? 3, 2, 1. Alright, we're good.
Yeah, you can't steer a boat for shit from the front.
No. Nope. The best you got is paddling. Yeah.
You can if you got a little bit of speed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You want me to get on the rows, on the sticks?
Yeah,
All right. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna set this jaunt down.
We'll just slide right under it.
No, paddle. Oh. Whew. Let's get it.
That's a bad one. That's the one that gets you.
Yep, alright, let's just do this. You want to try to get that on camera? Or?
No, dude. Don't worry.
Alright. Oh, we're good. We're solid.
Yeah, we're good.
Like, put the camera away and get on the sticks, man. That one could have definitely got us.
You don't want to get caught in.
Yeah. That one would be pretty brutal. That one would be. Hey, I got that on camera.
No.
Yeah, getting into the gear on the boat is so hard. As I was trying to get a new battery for the GoPro, we almost got caught under that because I had to rip everything out of my bag. Do some fishing. Oh, buddy. Oh, almost just caught you, my friend. Hold on to your britches.
You made it.
Right up next to us. That's our spot.
Oh, yeah.
Paddle.
You little fish jump?
Yeah, we should do some fishing.
I think that's what that was. I don't know.
Oh yeah, there's no current here. We're totally good. You're getting us going, boy. We're gonna hit and the fishing rod.
I wasn't even thinking about fishing pole.
Alright, well, we're getting eaten alive. We got the boat unloaded and we're getting ready to pack everything up in the vehicle. Alright, well, we're gonna get everything, as much as we can, loaded into the back of my car, and then we're gonna head to the truck and get the truck. That way we can load up the boat. Alright, well, we got our walk-in clothes back on. We're out of our shorts and stuff just because we're going in and out of this stuff, scratching our legs up and getting eaten alive. There isn't a whole lot left, but for the drive, probably a little bit more comfortable in pants. But there's a little bridge over here with some fishing regulations that I wanted to take a look at. And then we'll get the rest of our stuff. I think we have some trash, a couple poles in the boat, and then the paddles and fishing tackle and Reese's sleeping bag. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at that. Okay, good thing I didn't catch anything. So originally I had a single hook on there, except when the boat got caught in the trees, it ripped off my hook, and that was the only other single hook that I had. Glad I didn't catch anything. The other fishing rod was good. Alright, well, we got everything loaded up in the car besides trash and run rod, and then We'll be on our way to go get the truck. Took us about, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes in the car.
Yeah.
Couple hour float.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Well, that's good. Nobody took our boat. So now we're just going to get it loaded up in the back of the truck and be on our way. I'm going to stop and get some food and then head home. We're gonna stop in here over at the Missy Moose Cafe and get some coffee and some breakfast. Alright, well, we got some grilled paninis. And we're gonna play a little bit of Connect 4. Alright, we just finished up eating over at the Missy Moose Cafe. We had a couple of paninis, I got a coffee, and we are on our way to drop off that boat now. Alright, well, that brings this video to an end. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like and a subscribe because we'll be posting more content like this every single week.